Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send Stripe payment receipts automatically via email using SendGrid. Let's suppose I am running a business and I am collecting all the payments with the help of Stripe. I want that whenever there is a new payment, I should automatically send them the custom email using SendGrid. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between the Stripe and SendGrid. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever I'm going to receive a new payment in Stripe, automatically I'm going to send them the email. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send the payment receipt via email with the help of SendGrid. The payment has been done in Stripe and I am going to send the email with the help of SendGrid. So I am going to create an amazing automation using Pabbly Connect, and I am going to create the integration between these two applications, Stripe and SendGrid. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into a Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta and now I'm going to name this workflow as send Stripe payment receipts automatically via email using SendGrid, and now I'm going to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as all automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me which is asking me to add the trigger application. So here trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send this Stripe payment receipt with the help of SendGrid, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new payment in Stripe, automatically I'm going to send the payment receipt with the help of SendGrid, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new payment, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. So in my trigger application, I will be taking Stripe, and in my action application, I will be taking SendGrid, because the payment will be first happening in my Stripe account, and following the same, I want to send the email. So the trigger application will follow the action application as SendGrid. Here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Stripe, and in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new charge. Now I'm going to click on this connect. I need to make connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Stripe with Pabbly Connect. I'm going to follow the help desk given below and I'm going to build this connection, and to do this I'm going to open my Stripe account. So as you can see that I'm in a test mode in Stripe. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have this developers, and from here I have to go towards this webhooks. This page will appear in front of me, from where I have to click on this add destination, and I'm going to select my API version as the latest version. From here I'm going to select my event as charge succeeded, and then I'm going to click on this continue. I'm going to click on this webhook endpoint. I'm going to click on this continue, and then I'm going to enter this endpoint URL. So this is the same webhook URL which I'm provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. I'm going to copy this webhook URL and paste it to this endpoint URL. I'm going to give the description as payment receipts and then click on this create destination. You will see we will be successfully able to add this webhook URL, and here it is. We have added this webhook URL to my Stripe, and now if I go back to my Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for webhook response, and this simply means that now I have to do the test submission in order to capture the webhook response over here. So I'm going to do the test submission, which means I'm going to do a new payment, and as soon as I do this payment, I should capture that response here in this workflow, and this is going to show us the connection setup which we have created between Stripe and Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL, that is working fine or not. So I'm going to open my Stripe. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this payment links. And here, let's suppose I want to get this Instagram marketing mastery. I'm going to copy the URL, paste it in a new tab, and I'm going to fill in some dummy details. So here I've entered my email address as latest@pabblytudes.com. My phone number is this. I've entered my card details. My name is latest user, and I have entered my address details. Also, I'm going to click on this pay. Let's wait till the payment is done. Here the payment has been done successfully. Thanks for the payment. I'm going to go back to my workflow and check whether I have received all these details there or not. So if I open my workflow, you can see 2 seconds ago we have received this response. The type is charge succeeded. And then if I scroll down, I have received the rest of the details. I have done the payment of this 15,000, but you see that I have received the response as 15 lakh. This is because JSON does not accept the decimal value and it gives the response like this, but we can also format this later in our workflow. So here I have received these details. You can see the name is latest user, email address is latest@pabblytudes.com, and the rest of the details of this user like the address details. So here, as soon as I have done the payment, I have received the details of this user and the amount which they have paid, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Stripe and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to receive a new payment, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new payment, I want to send a mail with the help of Stripe. I'll click on this add action step button, and in my action application, I'll search for SendGrid. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as send an email and then click on connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the token. So I'm going to follow the help desk given below. First, I'm going to open my SendGrid account. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have the settings, and then I have this API keys. So over here, I'm going to create this API key. I'm going to first name this API key as Stripe payment. I'm going to give away the full access and then click on this create and view. By doing this, I have created this API token which I have copied, and I'm going to paste it over here and then simply click on the save. Here, SendGrid is connected to Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is send to email. Now over here, I'm not going to enter any of these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Stripe, and when I click on this field, I can see the Stripe. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Here I need to map the latest@pabblytudes.com, the email address on which I want to send this mail. Then I'm going to enter the subject like. So here I have entered the subject as your payment receipt, and then I'm going to enter this from email address. Now to get this from email address, we have to open a SendGrid account. And on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to open this marketings, and from here I have to go towards the senders, and you will see that I will be provided with the from email address. So you simply have to copy this from email address and you have to paste that over here. Then I have to enter the from name. So let's say the from name is Pabbly, and then I'm going to enter the reply to email address. So we are replying to this latest@pabblytools.com and we are going to map the same email address. Next we have this content type. So I'm going to enter the content in a plain format. So I'm going to select the type as plain. If you are entering it in a HTML format, you have to select the type as HTML. I have entered it as plain text and then I'm going to enter this content value. So now here I have entered the content. Hello, I'm going to map the name. Thank you for your payment, amount paid, date, transaction ID. We appreciate your business. If you have any question, feel free to reply to this email. Best regards, Pabbly. Now we are going to map the details. Now I'm going to click on the stripe and I'm going to search for the name of this person who has done the payment, which is latest user. I'm going to enter the amount paid. Now you see that I've told you that I have received the response as 15 lakh over here, but we have done the payment for 15,000. So we need to format this first. I'm going to save this and now I'm going to cross this. I'm going to click on this add action step button, and in my action application, I'm going to search for number formatter by Pabbly. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as perform math operation and then click on connect. I'm going to map that number, which is 15 lakh, and I'm going to divide it by 100. So I have to separate this two with the comma. So I'm going to first enter comma and then I'm going to enter 100. In the operation, I'm going to select it as divide, save and send this. You will see we are going to get the response. So we have done the payment of 15,000 and we have received the response, and now we can map this. Now before opening this SendGrid action step, I'm going to click on this add action step again, and then I'm going to search for date time formatter. In my action event, I'm going to select it as current date, click on connect, and then I want the response in this DDMMYY format. So with the help of this current date action event, I'm going to get the current date, which means whenever the payment will be done. I have not received the payment date in this Stripe response. So with the help of this current date, I'm going to get the current date on which this payment was done, and I'm going to map this date in my email. So I'm going to save and send this, and I will get this current date, which is 25th August 2025. I'm going to map these two values in my SendGrid. So this is the mail. I'm going to first enter this amount paid, which is 15,000. Then I'm going to enter this date, which I have received from date time formatter, which is this one, and then the transaction ID. So this response I have received in this Stripe. The transaction ID is this one. So here I have mapped this. After mapping all these details, we are going to execute this workflow. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all the required details or mapping it, we are going to save and send this, and you will see that I have received this response. I'm quickly going to open my mailbox and check whether I have received this mail there or not. So here I have received this. You can see that just 0 minutes ago we have received this mail. Hello latest user. You can see the name has been replaced. Thank you for your payment. The amount was 15,000. The date was this. The transaction ID was this. We appreciate your business, and this mail is the same mail. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to summarize, we took Stripe as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We have done the new payment and received that response here in this workflow, after which we want to send the mail. So we took SendGrid as our action application. With the help of this number formatter, we formatted the response which we have received in Stripe. And with the help of this date time formatter, we received the current date. We mapped these values to our mail, executed this workflow, and received or send this mail to that person who has done the payment in Stripe. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Stripe and SendGrid with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.